So what does it mean? How do they welcome you when you come up when you come to a village? How do they say, how do they welcome you?
So exciting. So, when they hear to say there's someone coming from MicroLoan, to them, it's a huge privilege. And you'll find them, they are prepared. You'll find drums and they are ready for you. The moment they just see you coming, they will tie their chitenges, they start singing and dancing, okay? Because they know you have brought life to them. Yes, that's how they welcome us when we reach those centers.
Amazing. So one of the really important parts of your job is the training and the support that you are providing. And obviously, you've been talking about the singing and the dancing and the different kinds of way that the women learn, because a lot of the women that you work with can't read or write.
No.
So tell me about the training that you provide and how you get the training to come alive and how you get them to remember what you teach them.
So the way we do the training, it's not like a normal classroom where you put them and start teaching them, because these women do not even know how to read, neither do they know how to write. So we do it through songs and through dances. When you see us dancing like that, it's not just for fun. Learning is taking place there, okay? And so now when you get to sing with them, you dance with them, it's something that will stick in their heads, something that they will not forget, because to them, that is an exciting moment together with you, the loan officer. So when they think of the event, they are going to recall everything that you're going to teach them on that particular day. So we do it through singing and dancing. That's how we get to train them, yes.
So when we had a conversation, you said that when you started working with MicroLoan Foundation, you kind of thought the job was a little bit different to what it actually is. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Can you tell us all?
Okay, so when I started working with MicroLoan, at first I thought it was just a normal job like any other job where you can go to work and earn a living. But then when I got to understand what these people do for these women, I was touched. Last time I mentioned to say I'm actually expecting and I'm planning to go on leave because these women make me feel so excited. When I just work with them a day, I knock off with that excitement in me, okay? I got to understand to say this is an organization that has helped a lot of families move out of their poverty, and the fact that they're helping out a woman. This is a person who spends time with the children at home, who looks after a household. It got me really interested. And when just seeing them, how happy they become when they are helped, this is micro, it's not something big that you give them, but when you see how excited they become after receiving that amount of money that you give them, to them it's something that goes a long way. Yeah, it really got me interested, yes. And I can assure you that I still want to work with MicroLoan. Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations on
Thank you.
on your baby, by the way.
Thank you.
I would love to hear from you if you have an example of a woman that you've seen that have really been, when she joined MicroLoan, what her situation was like then, and if you've seen any change in her life. If you have a particular woman as an example or something that's really touched you.
Okay, so there is this woman from I have a lot of stories to share, but I'll share about the story for Rose, a woman from one of my centers. Okay, she lost a husband while the children were still young. They were still in school. And she told me to say she had nowhere to go. There were no relatives to help her out. Like, she had lost hope. to say, where am I going to take the children? How am I going to provide for them? Because she had no job. She didn't go to school, no papers that can help her out to earn some living. And so now MicroLoan came in, and she heard from the friends in the market while they were selling to say there's this institution that is helping out women. And she got interested. She started attending the meetings and seeing what they were doing. So she thought of registering with MicroLoan. She first got a small amount of money from MicroLoan because she told me she was scared. She didn't really know what she was getting into. But as time went by, it started helping her out because her firstborn passed grade 9 and he was supposed to go to grade 12. So through the same money that she was getting from MicroLoan after doing a business and everything, she managed to take the son to school. Just like that, all her children were educated. And she told me to say, I've never slept with hunger at home with my children because of MicroLoan. I have managed to educate my children. I have managed to raise them up, dress them, and just take care of my family through MicroLoan. And that is something that really touched me, yes, about Rose.
That's really nice. That's an amazing story. And I know, I mean, I've obviously visited our work a lot of times, and there's so many stories. I bet you have hundreds of stories like that of really.
And as we are talking right now, Marlene, one of the sons is waiting for deployment. The firstborn is a teacher, and the secondborn has done nursing. Yes.
Amazing. That's also really lovely, because then you can see the next generation are really impacted by the help that we are giving them, and that you're giving them through your everyday work, which is lovely.
That's true.
I'm going to ask you, we are going to close up this session very soon, but I wonder if you can give us an example of one of your songs.
One of the okay.
Go on.
Marlene.
I love this.
Okay. So we do our songs in the local language. Yes, we don't use English. I don't know if you're okay with that.
Absolutely. That's all good. You can tell us what it's about afterwards.
Okay, so the song I'm about to sing, the meaning is, if the world was like this, things would have been good. So when they sing that song, they're simply telling you to say, thank you for what you've brought to us. If the world was like this, we were going to live in a wonderful world. Yes. And the song goes like this. No charibo, buni chari chivo, tuni 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 charibo, buni chari chivo. Yeah, that's the song.
I recognize that song now.
Me too.
That's my favorite one.
I'm curious about what inspires you every day to do what you do, because you are an inspiration, Prisca, whether you realize it or not. So what or who inspires you?
Okay, thank you so much, Sandra. So what inspires me to wake up every day and report at MicroLoan and meet those women? It's the fact that when you give out that money to those women, the way they become excited, the stories that they will share with you, how that money is helping their families, how that money is helping them move out of poverty, and just in that living gives me hope and faith, and just gives me that motivation to get up from that bed and just go an extra mile to help that woman. So when I have reached that goal, I'm motivated. Yes.
Oh, what an amazing purpose to have, guys. Yeah, to get out of bed every morning because you're making a complete transformational difference to people. I love that.
Exactly.
Thank you so
Through
much.
MicroLoan, yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you for everyone who's logged on. Do we have any other questions?
Yes, can we please take a moment to do the fundraising total so far? So everyone must sit back and brace yourselves because this is a big one. And I'm really excited to share that we have raised £20,050.
Great.
That means that 802 women will receive a startup loan, and that will mean that an estimated 3,208 children will have access to food, healthcare, and education. Thank you all for making that possible.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so
Brilliant.
much.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so excited.
Go and donate. Go on.
Mchari bobu.